Alright, hey everybody, my name is Shadow, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Federal Dropship, and what have we done with this Federal Dropship? Well, of course, we have mounted 5 plasma accelerators on this thing. So we have 1 Class 3 and 4 Class 2. Now this is a little bit similar to the plasma accelerators that we did on the Fer-de-Lance, where we had 4 Class 2 and 1 Class 4. But since this is a Federal Dropship, it doesn't have a huge hardpoint, obviously, so we've had to go with the Class 3, which should be fine. It should be fine. Plasma accelerators are still pretty devastating. So, let's take a look at the other equipment that we've got on this ship. It is, of course, completely A-rated. We have the military-grade composite hull. We have the A6 power plant, which gives us 25.2 available megawatts of power. And you'll notice that we are actually drawing 27.78 megawatts of power. So what we've had to do is we've had to leave one of our utility mounts empty, and we've also had to turn off our shield cell bank. Now, you're saying, why don't you just use module priority so that when your hardpoints deploy, it shuts that down? Well, because this is a test, and basically the same thing as when we did this on the Python, we're just going to turn it off. And if we get into a situation where we would need the shield cell bank, this probably isn't that great of a build. So, let's go over what else we have on this ship. We have the A6 thrusters, which is going to give it maximum maneuverability because, honestly, the Federal Dropship is slow as crap and maneuvers like a brick. So, we need the best thrusters available. We have the A5 frameshift drive. Now, that doesn't really matter for bounty hunting in a single system, but even if it did matter, it would only give us 12.45 light years of jump range anyways. We have the A5 life support system, which may actually become necessary for this ship. I don't know. This thing is really slow, and I don't know. This may actually be the slowest ship in the game. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't tried like transport ships. Maybe those are slower. But this ship is really slow. So, moving on. We have the A6 Power Distributor. We have the A4 Sensor Suite. We have a C4 fuel tank, which gives us 16 tons of fuel. Now, this comes default with the ship, and 16 tons is actually a pretty good amount of fuel for a ship this size. Then we have our A6 shield generator, and we have our A5 shield cell bank, which I've already said we've turned off. Now, under that, we have a crap ton of hull reinforcement, because, well, our shields are probably going to go down due to how slow and unmaneuverable this ship is. I can't emphasize that enough. If you are thinking about buying a Federal Dropship, just take a look at some reviews of it. It's so slow. It's so unmaneuverable. Well, maybe unmaneuverable is the wrong term to use. It does have a pretty good turn radius, but it's just so slow. And then under that, we have our Advanced Discovery Scanner, which isn't really useful for testing out 5 plasma accelerators, but it is something that you may want to have if you are considering bounty hunting in several different systems that you've never been to, if you want to know where everything is in that system. So that's pretty much the entire loadout of this ship. So let's get to the good part now, and we'll exit out of this, and we will actually just launch this ship and go right to a hazardous resource extraction site and blow some shit up with these plasma accelerators. Let's get on that right now and hit that launch button. Here we go. Alright, so here we are at our hazardous resource extraction site. Now let's deploy our hardpoints and see what kind of ships we can find. Okay, Okay, looks like we've got an Imperial Clipper and a Python and all kinds of stuff up ahead. So let's see what we got here. Let's go for this Imperial Clipper. It's right behind us. So we're gonna give him a nice scan. Just out here by himself, so we're gonna close in a little bit and then we're gonna open fire. Here we go, and fire. Look at that, shields down. Okay. Now that's pretty good damage. Now it looks like, whereas with the Fer-de-Lance and the Python, those built up heat fairly quickly when we would use all the plasma accelerators like this. And while this is still generating quite a lot of heat, it looks like this is actually generating significantly less heat than either of those two ships. And the damage is still great. Plasma accelerators are just such devastating weapons. Right, that Clipper is down, and that was pretty quick.
Target destroyed.
Now, that looks pretty good, but I do have to point out that I have tried this build out a little bit previous to this run, and this ship does have one big weakness that I'm not going to attempt to show you here today because it will not end well. But this ship is incredibly weak against like smaller, fast vessels like Eagles or like Vipers or stuff like that. Those ships can just fuck this thing right up. So we won't be engaging any of those. But here's a Federal gunship. Well, it's still there. It just went out of sensor range. Okay, we've got a closer Federal gunship. Let's go for that one. Now, I would like to point out that the accuracy of the plasma accelerators is completely dependent on the skill of the pilot. But if you can hit your target, these things do amazing damage, and you will take it out in no time. So while the Federal Dropship has some big drawbacks, such as it's really slow and maneuvers like a large brick, these things are actually doing pretty good damage. And as long as we don't engage anything small and way faster than us, it seems like this is doing okay. Now again, plasma accelerators are not very accurate at extreme range, like more than 1.5 kilometers. You've really got to be pretty close to use these things. Oh look, he took down our shields. I don't seem to be able to hit him at all. Maybe it's a good thing we've got that A-rated life support system in here. Now you're getting to see one of the weaknesses of this ship firsthand. Now, yeah, we got that ship. But look how much damage it just did to us. Wow. 91% hull, shields down. Wow. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. All right, just what I was hoping for. We have an Anaconda up ahead. Now let's see if we can restore some shields, and we'll see what kind of damage this thing can do against an Anaconda. Okay, our scan is complete. Now this Anaconda is in a 3-3 wing, So we're gonna have to be really careful about his wingman. I don't know who he's with. We're just gonna try firing right on him and see what happens. So, here we go. This might end badly. Let's do this. Okay, now right off, these plasma accelerators are not doing amazing damage to the Anaconda's shields. And we're under attack from his wingman. Let's see what we've got. Okay, we've got an adder. Uh-oh.
Flight assist off.
Let's see if we can even hit him.
Warning, incoming hatch brake lifting. Flight assist off.
This is a big weakness, a big shortcoming of this ship. We may not actually even be able to hit this adder.
Hatch brake lifting avoided. Warning, incoming hatch brake lifting. Flight assist off.
Let's get back to the Anaconda.
Hatch brake lifting avoided.
Oh yeah, we've got 2 ships on us now. No, this is not gonna end well.
Target shields
The Anaconda's shields are down,
Shields offline.
but man, we are just taking a pounding right now. It seems like time to retreat. Okay, so I think that the determination here regarding whether the Federal Dropship with 5 plasma accelerators is mythical or legendary has to be mythical. This thing is complete crap, unfortunately. Let's get out of here before we get destroyed and lose 4 million credits.
4,
Okay,
3, 2,
jumping to safety.
engage.
So that's going to conclude this video, guys. I'm sorry the Federal Dropship actually turned out to be a lemon, but leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you've got a better build for this. Stick a like on this video if you liked it. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more cool Elite Dangerous stuff coming up in the future. And that's going to be it for me, so I will see you guys in the next one.